Today at Some Dude's Grill, we will be making Roman Empire, an original burger consisting of pesto aioli, fried mozzarella, and roasted tomatoes. Let's get started. We're going to start this burger off by making the pesto aioli, which consists of a half a cup of pesto, that's basil pesto, 1 cup of mayo, black pepper, and kosher salt. The mayo that I'm using is restaurant style heavy duty mayo because I want it to remain thick after it's done. The pesto is a classic basil pesto. I'll have a link to it below in our video Pesto 3 Ways, and salt and pepper to taste. We're going to mix thoroughly to combine. Once combined, it'll be ready for our Roman Empire burger. So here's our completed aioli, beautiful light and green. Let's move on to the mozzarella. So for the fried mozzarella, we have fresh mozzarella. We will also be using AP flour and egg wash and panko breadcrumbs, as well as cayenne, kosher salt, and black pepper. We want to cover the cheese with the spices first so they don't burn, and we're going to put obviously the cayenne, kosher, and black pepper on both sides of the mozzarella. And then we're going to coat them in the flour, egg wash, and panko. With the spices thoroughly applied, let's go ahead and dip the first piece into the flour and place into the egg wash. Shake off any excess flour and repeat with the remaining pieces of your mozzarella. Let's go ahead and fry our mozzarella. I have about 1/4 cup of olive oil in a preheated pan that I've set to about 350 degrees on the induction burner. And we're going to cook each side of the mozzarella until golden brown and delicious. After about a minute of frying, these are about ready to be flipped. Lift one up, take a peek. If they look good to you, go ahead and flip them over. Then continue to fry another minute or two until completed. So after flipping and cooking for another 1.5 minutes, these are really ready to come off. So there you have it. Quick, easy, and delicious, fresh fried mozzarella. So now we can move on to the roasted tomatoes. For our roasted tomatoes, we'll be using olive oil to coat, kosher salt, basil, marjoram, oregano, savory, and thyme. I'm just using a blend to resemble what I think are Italian seasonings. And I'm just going to use enough of each to coat the tomatoes thoroughly. The first thing we're going to do is slice all our tomatoes lengthwise and put them in a roasting pan. In my case, I'm using this pie plate because I will be placing it into a round tabletop convection oven. All right, let's go ahead and sprinkle the tomatoes with kosher salt and add our herbs. Once we've coated the tomatoes with herbs to the extent that we like, we're going to add olive oil to coat. We will then place the tomatoes into our tabletop convection oven. And I'm going to roast these at 400 degrees probably for 8 to 10 minutes, and then turn down the heat to 350 and roast until I think they're done. I start off at a high heat because I want to add some color to the tomatoes, and then turn it down to drive out the moisture. Here's the tomatoes in the oven. We're going to set the temperature, set the time, let it rip, reduce the temperature, cook a little bit longer, and this is our final product. Our roasted tomato are deep dark in color, shriveled because we've driven out the moisture. Let's move on to burger assembly. let's go ahead and assemble our burger. I have a toasted bun. The bun I selected was just used because it matches the approximate size of my patty. We're going to put pesto aioli on both the crown and the hill. We will then add spinach. Spinach I'm using because it's neutral in flavor. I wasn't looking for any additional flavor for this particular burger. We will then add the fried mozzarella, and since it's similar in size to the bun, it'll add some nice stability. We will then place our patty on top. I cook this patty indoors on a panini press. You can cook your patty to whatever temperature and whatever appliance you'd like to use. We will then add 3 tomato slices since they seem to fit well. Look good. So here is our final assembled burger. Our final assembled burger is packed full of flavor and complexity. I think if you try it, you'll like it. Thanks for watching.